Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming at you with another peripheral video. Now, this video is in preparation for me getting ready for Star Citizen. So you can also take note and heed from these videos and maybe learn a little bit and kind of see which direction I'm going, and maybe you might want to go the same direction, or you might think it's crazy and go a totally different direction. What we're going to talk about today is another peripheral that a lot of people don't think of. You know, when I'm going into these peripheral videos, I'm going in depth. I mean, like, what really is a peripheral? Basically, anything that's not the game, it's a peripheral. Anything that's not the actual computer itself. But even then, I consider that a peripheral. So, let's take a look. What we're going to talk about today is mouse pads. Okay? You're going to say, well, Mr. Everything, everybody's got a mouse pad. That's not necessarily true. Okay? Some people, they use notepads like this. Now, I've used a notepad for a little while, and I realized that using a notepad, it's cheap and effective. Everybody's got one. But, you know, when you press down on the mouse or anything, the mouse pad slides. You don't get the kind of accuracy you're looking for in a tight shot group, right? So you're moving around, and the mouse pad slides. Not only that, it's narrow. So when you move left or right, it's only 8 inches. And, you know, size matters. So when you go to the side, I either go off of it or I've got to stroke the mouse like this just to get, and when I do that, I'm starting to move the book. Notepad, don't do it. Okay? Some people do it, don't do it. So, I even tried a book. Here's my Mark Miller's Traveler. You know, it's the rule book. I've used it. I figured it's heavier, it's not going to move, it's not going to slide, it's going to give me a nice smooth surface to use as a mouse pad. Truly, it is, but again, it suffers from the problem of being too small left and right. Up and down, yeah, it's fine, but it's just not big enough, and it still slides. It's heavier, but not good enough. Some of you have used 3-ring binders. Don't use 3-ring binders. They're at an angle, it just distorts your accuracy, and the mouse moves even when you don't want it to move. Okay, like if you're going to type something, your mouse will move and then something might happen on the screen. Don't use a 3-ring binder because they're never flat. They're always beveled. Okay, now, for the last couple of years, actually, I'm going to say the last couple of years, I've been using this mouse pad. Okay, I've been using this pretty monstrosity. It's probably a full 1/4 inch thick mouse pad. It kind of feels a little bit like neoprene, the whole thing. Feels like a wetsuit. Barely it does, the whole thing. This thing is 13.5 by 13.5 square. That's a good size. That's a good size mouse pad. And it doesn't slide, doesn't move. And it's a really good size mouse pad. Now my keyboard is off of it, and the mouse would sit, you know, on it, and I'd be able to game on this, and I have all the kinds of room that I need to make anything happen. And I've been gaming MechWarrior with this. I've been gaming all my other games with this. It works perfectly fine. But I don't know if you can see this on this video. It's getting worn out. There's a part right here that I've worn through the neoprene. You know, there's parts around here that's got stained from eating at the computer desk. And then there's, you know, spilling, like rubbing chocolate into it, or spilling sodas onto it, or whatever. I've tried cleaning it off a number of times, but over time, a couple of years, it's just started to wear through. The back, perfectly still rubbery and great, okay? It's nice and soft and won't move on the table. But because of the dirt and the amount that it's being worn out, and the fact that it puts my keyboard on a different level than my mouse pad, I wanted to get rid of it. In my previous loadout, my previous computer desk, the keyboard used to rest on top of the mouse because of the limited drawer space that I had. The keyboard used to rest on top of the mouse pad, and that really made things weird, so I wanted it to be smooth. Then I saw the Star Citizen had those Goliath mouse pads, and I said, wow, I really want to get a Goliath mouse pad because that looks exactly what I need. It looks like it's big enough, but it'll cover the mouse, and it'll go underneath the keyboard to keep the keyboard from sliding, because the keyboard will slide. It's, you know, it will. Even if, you know, if I'd have to tape it down or something like that. Don't want to do that. So this is what I did. I went to buy one, sold out everywhere. I don't want to pay extra to the guys that are just selling them because they're scalpers. Don't want to do that. So I went to my favorite computer peripheral source, Newegg, and I found, you know, perused. They had some Razer Goliaths, you know, and those are reasonably priced, but I didn't want a Razer Goliath. So I continued to look, and lo and behold, I found one from a company that I kind of trust. It's right here, Rosewill. Okay, it's a Rosewill mouse pad. Plus, not only did it come with a mouse pad, but it comes with a 10-foot HDMI cable, which we're going to go into in another video. But it came with a free cable, which I didn't need, but I got it free. So maybe I can use it for something or sell it, something. But and then it comes in this beautiful box. Woo, yay! Okay, let's read what it has to say about this pad. It says it's 13 inches, same as this, right? By 34 inches. How long is that? We'll figure that out. And then the mousepad provides users with a precise and consistent glide through the nanometer grade textured surfaces. Okay, so that means like this, the surface of it's going to be nanometer grade. That's pretty dang small. Okay. Natural rubber base prevents the pad from sliding. A lot like this one. So far, so good. The mouse pad is optimized for optical and laser mouses, or we'll call it mice. Ideal for professional gamers, graphic designers, and other users requiring precision and accuracy, like people playing Star Citizen. Okay, so let's pull it out. Let's replace this with this. And it had a cool picture on it, you know. You gotta get it for the pictures. Anything else? No, it's empty. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. I haven't even unrolled it. I'm already amazed. Look at the sheen on that sucker, man. You can probably see the sheen right there. That sucker. Because that is kind of rough, kind of like a coarse sandpaper. Not really. I mean, but in comparison, that's rough. Where this would be super fine. It's not. It's like this is silk when that's cotton or something. You know, it's like it's a little bit different. Okay. I'm gonna roll this out. Look how long that is. Oh my God, it's heavy. Okay, no, sorry. Okay, that's the mouse pad. Look how long that sucker is. It's like 6 feet long. No, from here to there should be 34 inches. Hey, right? Okay, so let me lay it down. Let me push the keyboard out of the way. All right, let's lay this bad boy down on the table. Slide it over where the mouse will be used. Wow, okay. More than enough room here. I got an extra 2 inches on the side here of my keyboard. Just your standard Dell keyboard. And then I've got, let's see if it's got about the same amount of space. Oh yeah, look at that. It's got almost exactly the same amount of space. Maybe a 1/4 of an inch shy in length this way. But I can live with that. That's beautiful. And that's going to be my mouse pad. Now, it can probably stretch a little bit. It can stretch a little bit. I don't want it to. What am I going to do when I get my HOTAS, right? Am I going to sit it on top of this and on top of that? Probably will, just so it won't slide around and move around. So I'll have my keyboard, I'll have my mouse available, and I'll have my HOTAS right here, right? Okay, well, let's zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what it looks like. And there it is, my Rosewill with these cool looking lions right here. That's just awesome. If you know anything about me, that's cool. The red flames come out, red light beams come out, and yeah, I'll have to put it to test tonight and see how awesome my mouse works with it. Remember, this is not a review. Alright, that's now my keyboard still slides on it a little bit, so maybe I need to get some rubber booties or something. It has, I can clean these off and let the rubber clean off these rubber booties, and I bet you it would stick a lot better. Oh yeah, that already changed it just a little bit right there. Alright, well, thanks for coming out and checking out this chapter 2 of my Peripherals mouse pads. Remember to come out and check out the rest. I'm going to have quite a few. I'll see you in the verse.